Hi, I'm Mike Edwards. The website is diydoctor.org.uk, and we've been puzzling, due to the thousands of emails you send us all year, we've been puzzling how to create a Christmas tree that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. They're very, very expensive, getting more expensive every year. So we had a little look at in the workshop for some bits and bobs, and we've tried to use, making a DIY Doctor DIY Christmas tree, we've tried to use everything that we've got lying around and that any self-respecting DIY would have hanging around in the workshop. So there we are, we've created the basis of the tree from a piece of sterling board, some offcuts of sterling board. You can use ply, you can even use cardboard if you want to, it doesn't matter. Simply cut it down, use a skill saw or a hand saw, doesn't matter how you do that, and create some branches. The branches don't have to be of the same material, you can use some timber offcuts, some bits of batten, anything that you've got. Just nail them or screw them to the main trunk. And then cut them off at a slight angle. If you look at a Christmas tree shape, you can work the angle out yourself. I'm not going to go into that. And then we've got to decorate it. And of course we're going to start at the top with the very first thing that people think about on the top of a Christmas tree is a fairy. Well, we didn't have a fairy lying about on the workshop floor, but what we do use quite a lot is washing up liquid for joining pipes, especially underground or in trenches, foundations. We use washing up liquid as a lubricant to join the pipes. So we had a bottle of that, and just for good measure we cut out a little picture of Bob the Builder to stick on the top. So that's our DIY Christmas fairy. And then we thought candles. You've got to have candles. It's on every picture postcard there's candles. Got to have candles. How can we create them? So we used some copper pipe. A length of copper pipe. You've probably got some offcuts lying about somewhere in the workshop, and a pipe slice. And we cut them off to, I don't know what's that, about 100 millimetres or so, using the pipe slice, and that creates the candle. And then for the flame, we wanted something yellow. We thought about fiberglass insulation, but the only roll we had in the workshop was pink, so we got a decorator's sponge. And unceremoniously, we ripped bits off the decorator's sponge, put them in the top of the copper pipe, and trimmed them to a point, and then we've got a candle and a flame. Very, very useful indeed. The pipes, of course, are clipped to the tree. How else would you clip a pipe but with a pipe clip? So simple. You might have to buy these. I don't know how many you've got lying about in the workshop. We've actually got hundreds of them. But these aren't very expensive. So a few pipe clips, and you can clip that to your DIY tree if you want to make such a beast. And then, of course, we looked at decoration. What better to put on a Christmas tree than angels? But we didn't have the angels. We did, however, have some wingnuts. So we got the wingnuts. And we took the wingnut with some cable ties, and we threaded the cable tie through a hole that we'd drilled at the end of the branch, the cable tie through the wingnut, and some speaker wire just cut off in short lengths to stop the wingnut slipping all the way down, and pull that down so that's nice and tight. So there are our angels hanging on our Christmas tree. And then, of course, we need some foliage. And what better to use? You can see we've used the speaker wire that I told you about. We've got a little bit of that. You might have some of this hanging about, or just some, strip the inner, the brown or the red insulated cable out of a piece of 1.5 or 2mm electrical cable, and that'll do you for a few branches. And of course there's this little beast, and this is earth sheathing. You can buy this earth sleeve, this is called. You can buy about 7 miles of it for a fiver. You may well have some of that knocking about in your workshop. I don't know why, because you're not supposed to do that much electrical work on a DIY basis, but you've probably got some. So that's just earth sleeving, cut into length at about 100 millimetres or so, and we use a staple gun, ever so simple. Put the staple gun onto the cable, onto the sleeving, and there we have it. We can fix our foliage. We did think, but we ran out of time, about making a little bit more seasonal and using some of these, some wall tie spacers, 2mm spacers, which if you wanted to, you could glue to the Christmas tree for snowflakes. That might be effective. We might do that later on. But the other thing that we did is we used some spray adhesive. I don't know what I've done with it, but we used some spray adhesive, sprayed the branches, got a handful of sawdust, of which we've got plenty, threw it at the tree so it gives the illusion of snowflakes on the Christmas tree. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, DIY Doctor's DIY Christmas tree. Total cost about £2.70. We hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit of fun. Have fun this Christmas, and a very, very, very Merry Christmas from DIY Doctor and the team. Thank you.